back in the days, maybe like 13, 15 years ago, you could be a national competitor, but if you did content online, you would be pretty much famous because you look good. But Juji had a good point. There's a thing now that's called, Juji came up with that name, physique inflation. Did you want to explain what that is?
You guys know what physique inflation is, don't you?
Well, we need you to explain it to other people's.
Well, it's my understanding of it. It's just like money, where it's not a certain amount of money isn't worth as much as it used to be. So a good quality physique today isn't worth as much as it used to be because there's so many more physiques out there. But let me just say one more thing real quick. I was talking to Sam about this. I think I figured out why there's physique inflation. I think it's real. It's because it's not that there's that many more people out there that are jacked. It's that when they post online, the algorithm, they perform better, obviously. And now people are looking at their fucking phones, and the only thing they're getting is a bunch of jacked people, and now they think everyone is jacked. So then they just take good physiques for granted because it's fucking inflated at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think compared to like general population, we're still very like in a minute percentage, like especially people at our level of physiques. Because it's like there's a lot of guys that go to the gym that are in pretty good shape. Like you see these guys like, they're 180 to 220. They got nice chests, like little arms are good, and they're like you put them next to one of us, like it's not like, you know what I mean? And even they are in a small percentage of the general population these days because so many people are wildly out of shape and beyond, right? So yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but what does it take now for you to go online on Instagram and then post a picture of your physique? How crazy do you have to look to go viral and be famous within a year? It still happens, but like you got to be like Nextzilla.
Yeah. Or like crazy aesthetic, like some crazy classic kid. Your age matters too. What I find is these young guys who are like 18, 19, who are probably been cranking gear since they're 16, and they're like turning pro in classic physique at 19, 20, and they look insane. And then people see like, oh, this guy's got a sick physique. What? He's only 19 years old. Like that will help you blow up too, like being younger.
What about like you see like really young people now like talking about like they're doing gear and stuff, like 15, 14-year-olds. I'm the biggest 15-year-old in the world. Yeah, and they're fucking saying they're natural and they're like benching 600 pounds. Well, they say they're benching 600 pounds and, and they're like getting pretty big and stuff like that at that young. It's like, I mean, that's how you get a lot of attention too, right? Being that young. And that's giving a lot of people that age, I guess, to, want to do it because they see it, obviously.
Well, Frank, you had a good point earlier, though, because now it's pretty hard to be famous, right, on social media with just your physique alone. But you said earlier that back in the days, it was probably harder to even be famous with your physique because you had to be good enough to be in the magazines.
That's what I say. Like that's the days when like to get in a magazine was like the holy grail of being a bodybuilder. Like, holy shit, I made it into muscular development or something like that. Or even if you got a cover, that meant that you must be a really, really good bodybuilder. But there's not much anymore. So now people are just on every fucking site. If you're like I said, if you're 15 years old and you're pretty big or you're lifting something heavy, all of a sudden now everybody knows who you are because you're on Instagram. He doesn't even have that great of physique. You know what I mean? You had to be one of the best in the world to be in a magazine before, or for anybody to even look at you. And now it's like everybody's. You could be just say something crazy and be popular, not even have a great physique.
You got a point. I didn't think about that.
No, how many people out there are super popular and have like totally just okay gym physiques? Just like, yeah, he's all right, but like super popular.
Yeah, it's me.
I think the game has just changed, and I think social media has even changed the human brain.
Oh yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Like with how we absorb content and information, it was like, okay, yeah, think about it, Frank. Like back then, all anybody could do to get bodybuilding content was pick up a magazine, right? So being in that one magazine or one of 4 magazines that people actually read was a huge deal. But there was also a lot less competitive bodybuilders.
True, that's true. Yeah.
And then you didn't have this whole classic physique and men's physique, which appeals to a whole nother niche inside of the niche. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now it's like the people that are looking at fitness content they don't only want to see big, huge bodybuilders. They want to see the classic guys. The men's physique guys want to see the men's physique guys, right? So it's just, the game is just totally different.
In 2012, did you ever buy like muscular development?
Did I ever buy? I used to steal them back then, actually.
Okay, 2012. Were you stealing back then around that year?
That was like right at the end of my stealing.
Did you ever read my column I was writing?
I don't know. Maybe, man. I was a big fan. I probably did. I probably did because I used to watch all your stuff.
And I had like the metal band of the month section because you know what's crazy? Ron Harris told me you gotta write this column. Said what can I write about? He said, oh, you want to write it yourself?
Yeah.
Because
Ghost
Ron Harris
writers.
would like ghost write all these columns for
That's
everyone.
cool. You want to write it
I
yourself?
said, yeah, I want to write it myself. Can I do a metal band of the month? He said, yeah, you can. I'm like, holy shit. So I was writing every month this thing with like on my Word computer, and I would do the metal band of the month, this and that. I would try to get my mom to correct my mistakes, and Ron would proofread it too, and I would post that stuff, and I would post band like Bonded by Blood and stuff, the band of the month. So it was pretty cool. That was like one of the peaks of my career, was like sponsored by MD, and then I also had a cover down the line too at some point, but like on the tail end where it wasn't as cool to get a cover anymore.
Yeah.
So like as a bodybuilder, your goal was like turn pro, go to the Olympia, get a magazine cover. That was like the
Think
best
about like
thing
how
to do.
our brains work now. It's like if a certain page like reposts your pictures, you know what I mean, or something like that. Like that's what gets people hyped now. You know what
I
I
guess
mean?
so.
That's kind of along the same lines, but like
It's
the
the
thing
exact same
now,
thing when you think about it, because like Instagram is like a digital magazine. So it's like, okay, you get on the cover of Muscular Development, 10,000 people buy it, they see your cover. But now it's like, okay, if Buys and Tries post me, they have like 250,000 followers. Obviously, not all those people see it, but it exposes you now to all these other people that might not follow you already, right? So
yeah.
it's kind of the same thing. It's just everything's just on the
Kinda.
phone.
Well, now, but back then too, though, you had to actually compete to be noticed. Now you don't even have to compete. A lot of people don't even compete. They just
Which
have
is-
a physique and they just train.
I
And
don't know if I agree with that in the sense that like there's like a lot of people that compete also like reap the benefits of like the fame side of things probably more so than the
Oh, yeah.
people that don't compete. You know what I mean? Like there is some influencers and fitness people who don't compete who are successful, but I would still say the majority of the most successful people are the people who are competing.
yeah,
Mm.
no, I don't know about that.
We're talking about
Like,
bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
bodybuilding.
Just bodybuilding.
Okay.
Okay. I think like top 20 guys in the world are pretty damn successful and have big social media followings, have lots of sponsors. They're putting the effort to content. Like Derek Lunsford has a YouTube channel. Samson has a YouTube channel. Like, you know, everybody, right? So
Mhm.
Is there any top guys? You guys have any top guys right now that don't really do their social media anymore? Don't do social media?
Akeem Williams is quiet. He's a guy who's like always been quiet.
Akeem, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was writing stuff back then too. He was an MD before. He's from that area too, and training at the Diamond Gym and stuff. But I think Hadi is a kind of a funny guy with the social media. He
Hmm.
does post, I guess, a lot. It's just we don't understand anything.
I was going to say, at least he does more than, God,
Rami.
holy shit, this is so bad. I feel so sorry for you guys. It's just like 3 years go by and then fucking
You're
everyone
talking
forgets.
about Big Ramy?
Yeah, Big Ramy. It's like his Instagram was non-existent, and then he takes 2 years off, and people like, unfortunately, puts a lot of pressure on the competitor for not to be participating in social media. People's expectations go through the roof. They're like, dude, you weren't doing anything but fucking bodybuilding as far as we can see, and this is what you came back with. They're pissed, and
Yeah.
that's maybe Ramy just doesn't want to fucking dick around with it like everyone
Wait,
else. I get
You
it.
can't hire somebody, man. You just won $500,000 winning the Olympia. Like, throw someone for a few G's a
Okay.
month and do your social
That-
media. Like, holy shit.
You got a point. You got a point, Morgan. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. No, I'm not even trying to really make a point. I'm just saying, I'm just wondering why like that wasn't his approach, or any of these other guys who win the Olympia or a top 3 or top 5 guy that they're just not good at social media. They don't like social media. It's like, okay, okay, you don't like it. That's fine. You don't have to like it, but do you not want to make a ton of money? Like, don't be dumb. Like, hire someone else to help you make money doing it and just pay them some of the money you make.
Well, to a certain extent, I mean, we're talking about, a lot of this bodybuilding is also reputation building to a certain extent. And,
Absolutely. Yeah.
what does that say to his fans when he disappears for a while and comes back? It's like, is it, you kind of hit that Dorian Yates in the shadows type shit? Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you can't really do that anymore. That's not.
Yeah.
You can't be that bodybuilder and all. I mean, you could train like that and live like that, but
You're not going to make
I don't know
any
if you
money.
could-
You're not gonna
totally
make
not
money.
on social media. I don't know how that's gonna work out. You know what I mean?
Unless you're like extreme, like Bumstead could do that if he wanted, right? He
It's
would
hard to say,
post,
but maybe he wouldn't have been as popular if he wouldn't be as popular if he didn't go on social media. Maybe.
yeah.
No, 1,000% he wouldn't be.
He was always on top of the content, and that
Yeah,
definitely
no, he's
attributed.
done a great job of it.
To building his fan base because he really let people in on his like personal life and stuff,
Yeah.
and that people saw, oh, he's humble, he's relatable. And
Yeah,
that's
what is he
people-
doing nowadays?
But you know what though? People gotta realize, like, I didn't realize, I guess, because I've been doing bodybuilding so long, and all the interviews, and done tons of podcasts. Like, some people just can't do this. They can't even do what we're doing right now. It's hard for them. Hard for them to like talk to their phone, or they just think it's stupid. You know what I mean? I know guys still like that. They just like, no, fuck that. I'm a man. I fucking train. I don't fucking need this shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's fine and all until they start complaining about why they don't have more followers or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
Well,
or why they're not selling more T-shirts in their web store or something. It's like, I don't know, man. You posted 3 times this month, and one of them was a fucking repost.
Yeah. Also, too, it's like, okay, you want to be that guy that's like living in the shadows and stuff. That's cool, but now you need to go have a real job to make money.
Yeah.
Which is going to make your bodybuilding harder. So it's like by putting in the effort to building the social media and a coaching business or selling programs or whatever, you're working from home. And that's the best thing to do when you're a bodybuilder, because you have your meals and you can go to the gym when you want. And there's, it's all, so you want to be a man and be tough and not be on social media. That's fine. But your life is going to be harder if you're trying to be a good bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's there for the taking. I've talked to people and they ask me about it. I'm like, man, you gotta get on there. You gotta say something. You gotta talk to the people and let them know, lead them on your life if you want them to, like. A lot about doing these shows and stuff too, I think, is people liking you and they want to come see you. You know what I mean? You want a big lineup at the expo. You're either one of the best in the world or you're really popular on Instagram, or both.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just an investment with your time and money. Like if you got to hire videographers and stuff like that, but people appreciate them.
I'm going to imagine that most people listening to this could be on the other end of it, where they want to post, they want to be on social media, they want to gain followers, they want to do all that. I think it's probably a foreign idea that they would do all this muscle building and bodybuilding and all this hard work and just not share it with anyone. I find that more of a foreign idea than the alternative, which is they just want to be fucking famous to get a ton of followers and post selfies of them in their gym mirror. And it's like, well, now you're faced with physique inflation. What are you going to do to stand out?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are learning that with the physique inflation, because like I hear guys talk about it, man, like that have a really good physique and like, they post and like not much is happening, right? Because they're not building the brand, like they're not putting their personality out there and stuff, like giving people more something to follow. It's like, right, that's what it's all about. People want to know you.
There has to be more some these days than just a great physique kind of thing, right?
And people want to see what you're doing like outside the gym. That's like the most
But
interesting
how did you
thing.
get that physique? More than just they want to see everything. They want to be in your fucking life and see everything you're doing.
Well, I got the perfect point to prove this all. Like, the main thing that people love about Ronnie Coleman is his attitude, his personality, his all his catchphrases. That has nothing to do with his physique. I mean, obviously he's got the fucking best physique I've ever seen. But at the same time, like, people love him. He's awesome.